Book 2, Summer Project. Hot!
Hot. Hot.
Give me an H!
Not again, Keryth.
Give me an H!
H.
Give me an L!
O. O.
Give me a T!
T. We have to figure out something to do.
We are doing something. Besides, Mama said if I come back in the house one more time, I'm staying inside.
Junior and Elas got the same talk this morning.
Group punishment is illegal.
Who would you even report that to? The coven? The mayor? That might be worse than being stuck inside.
Yeah, I think Mama might commit a crime for real then.
I think group punishment only works if Elas did something and Junior didn't. I don't think it's just getting punished in a group. Huh.
Give me an H!
What are we waiting for?
We're being bait.
Bait? For what?
Reuben,
What? Why?
because she won't answer my phone calls.
Wouldn't she just be observing us?
I would know.
How would
I
you...
would know.
Why do you need to talk to Reuben?
The Selkies are in town.
Oh. What does that mean?
It means we have to go talk to Reuben.
Is she a Selkie? No, but her grandpa was.
He gave the coat to her grandma and became a person, so Reuben doesn't have a seal skin.
Oh, then why are you looking for her?
Because he takes her grandpas out every year and... Reuben!
No! I can't believe that worked. It sort of worked. I don't think she was looking for us. This is more like a... You can't ambush me today, loser.
I just need a teeny tiny, itty bitty piece. It'll grow back.
It's Grandpa's.
Please, 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 please.
What do you need it for?
If I tell you, will you give me a piece?
Maybe a Elas. No, I haven't done anything interesting. Leave me alone.
Tiny piece.
And you'll leave me alone for the rest of the day. That's weird, coming from you.
Yes, we'll leave you alone for the rest of the day. Cross my heart.
Hope to die.
Never. But I'll keep asking and asking and asking and asking and asking.
Here.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Freak.
Elas! Hold it.
No, it's bleeding. I don't know where I'm supposed to look.
I said there were Selkies.
Well, yeah, but I didn't know they'd be so... They're not like werewolves. They don't startle. They're seals who turn into people, not people who turn into seals. There's a difference.
I don't think clothes really make sense if you don't have to wear them most of the time. Mama says it's cultural.
I don't know where to look. Not down. Good idea.
Well, we're not here to talk to the Selkies today.
Then why are we here?
Because if the Selkies come by, the prince also come to visit.
Is that a mermaid? Guys, is it a...
No.
That's a siren. A siren?
Stay away from there. We're not supposed to get close to them.
But the Selkies can't.
Yeah, I think she's their friend.
But then...
The sirens eat people sometimes.
They what?
Yeah, we're not exactly something they want to eat. But their singing works on us and fish. So sometimes they just eat what they can.
Is it safe? As long as you don't cross caution tape.
Hi!
She wakes back.
Just because she can eat us doesn't mean she'll be mean about it.
Hi? Good afternoon, ma'am. Those are mermaids. Oh, their teeth aren't as sharp. They're still pretty sharp. Is this safe?
Yes and no. We have a thingy with the mermaids.
A treaty.
Mm-hmm. We're following their own sort of magic line. Ylelmore is a really, really nice place to stop, but sometimes they drown people.
To eat them? I think they're more like dolphins.
Yeah, that's what Mama said.
What does that mean?
For sport.
What?
But we usually don't. But once you're super duper nice.
I don't know if I believe that. I don't think they bring their kids to something dangerous. I guess we play with their kids sometimes.
Yeah, it's sort of weird, but Rion says we're super good at chess.
Why chess? I don't know. Maybe they play it without us.
Here,
Why here?
because today we're gonna talk to mermaids.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why I need a part of Ruben's grandpa's code.
Can't you talk to them now? But you play with them.
You don't have to talk to play with people, Elas.
It's a lot of charades.
And drawing pictures.
So many pictures. Do they speak a different language?
Yeah.
But also, their voice boxes don't work like ours do. They can't talk to us like that.
And we can't exactly hear them either. A lot of the sounds they make are either too high for us to hear, or they need to be made underwater. And we can't hear them right anyway.
Oh, then why aren't we just doing charades and pictures today?
Because we need to ask them something really specific.
Like what?
Keep an eye on Bert.
Oh, because she's going to be under the water for a while.
Yeah. And then they can tell us how far she's made it. Maybe we can even tie a ball on her or something so we can watch it cross all the way.
So it's not a surprise then when she comes out on the other side.
I thought it'd help.
That's smart.
Thank you. What do you think, Elas?
I think it's it's a good idea. Can I be the one to ask? Why would you? They don't even know you. Because it's a favor to me. Shouldn't I be the one to ask?
Okay.
No, what?
Well, they seem like we want to do it.
They don't even know how to talk to mermaids.
Neither do we.
But we sort of do. We see them talking to the other mermaids and stuff.
True. But it's not that hard. I don't think this is going to be perfect because I think a lot of how they talk is done underwater and some of it is like, slaps.
Slaps. Tail slaps and bubble rings.
Yeah, that. I don't think you can do that.
Maybe if they use an arm.
Maybe. But that might be rude.
They don't have a tail, though. I want to try anyway.
See? They want to try.
But what if this goes wrong?
Then we'll figure out another way.
I just... It feels like you've all been the ones who've been helping me the most.
So?
But it's my curse. And this whole entire time, I hid from it and stuff, and I didn't learn anything about it, and it just sort of felt like it was the sort of thing that would never change. But since I got here, and since I talked to Pop-Up, it feels, it feels different. It doesn't feel so big, so I thought maybe if I started doing something about it, it wouldn't be so scary.
See?
They could still mess it up. But it'd be me messing up.
Hold on, I'll teach you how to do a spell.
They're even doing the spell.
Because it's a translation spell. I could make it for them, but it worked best if I did the whole thing.
Do you really think I can do it?
I think we can try. But we're gonna have to come back later.
Can I try?
I don't think that it'll work, but I can teach you anyway. Is that okay? It is perfect, Rion. It's just not gonna work.
I know.
I don't know how to make this better.
You don't have to. I shouldn't even be mad. It's just...
Oh, hold on. I know. I have an idea. You can put it in a binder.
Why?
Because I don't remember all the spell circles I make. I start them over and over again every time. But if you use your Rion powers and keep your perfect version ready, I can just call you and save myself a ton of time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Human to mermaid translation circle.
Actually, it's human to Selkie. I didn't think the mermaids would let us have a scale on account of the, whole eating them makes you live forever thing.
Do you really think...
No.
But a lot of mermaids got eaten anyway.
Maybe that's why they drown people.
This is way harder than the life circle.
Duh! Having a spell that knows what you want to say and turn it into an entirely different sound for a whole different language we can't even really talk, it's super complicated!
But you already did it.
Yeah.
Wasn't it hard figuring this all out?
I guess?
You guessed.
Yeah, it's sort of like, your drawing. Drawing is hard, isn't it?
Well, sometimes, but... Oh,
Exactly. It's hard, but it's not like I hate it or anything, you know? I do it because it's fun. Now, all we gotta do is...
is that what you took from Reuben?
Yeah, it's all weird. You know, Selkie coats are alive. I mean, this part probably isn't anymore, but it's weird and soft.
I still don't want to touch it. You're going to have to.
Yeah, that's true. I'm using the Selkie skin because the Selkie skin knows how to talk Selkie, or it did. Maybe.
Maybe?
I mean, it's skin, but if I used a piece of someone's hair or some blood, it would have worked for, like, Spanish or something.
That seems really useful.
Well, it's not as good as learning Spanish, but it could work. Ready? Oh, wait. Do you have a swimsuit? Cannonball! Go, 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 go!
No, that's why I said you should wait in.
This is faster.
Or what?
Elas?
Is this really safe? Didn't you say mermaids sometimes drown people? We also said we have a treaty.
Yeah, come on in. The water's freezing.
Is here good?
You need to be able to put your head under the water.
This is safe. This is safe. This is safe.
Hi. Elas, it's your time.
Is it supposed to sound like that?
I don't know.
That's good.
I hope so.
They said that they don't understand what I'm saying.
It didn't work.
No, it didn't. It's just that birds sort of hard to explain. Do you have my phone?
Oh, just a second. So, do they sound like kids or do they sound like fish?
It's weird. I don't really understand what they may say in words. It's more like pictures. But only of stuff that I've seen. So like talking, but different.
What?
Cool. Hold on, it's this. Oh, They said they'll think about it.
That's it?
Well, no. They want us to do them a favor. Like what? They like human stuff, I think. They can't really get out of the water, or they can, but it's not easy.
Oh, I never thought about that.
I guess dragging your tail on sand is probably really uncomfortable. And gritty.
What do they want?
I don't know. They just said human stuff. Ask them. Ray.
That seems like it get tiring real fast.
Maybe they just don't have good lungs.
Oh, right. So when you do stuff like this, your heart's supposed to beat faster, right?
Yeah, so the air runs out faster.
Whoa.
You definitely would have had an easier time.
Definitely. They breathe strong. Yeah, get the time right, Alice, or else your lungs won't work right.
I don't think that's how that works. They want a play kit.
A play kit, like Valario Sisters games and stuff?
Do they even make those anymore?
I don't know. Aren't they like super old?
Yeah, I tried to tell them that, but they want a play kit.
Maybe the Fellamans?
Definitely not the toy store. I thought Mr. Eldar might have one.
Mr. Eldar?
I can't really imagine playing video games. Yeah, but he spends a lot of time alone. And I know I used to play a lot more video games and stuff before I started hanging out with you guys. And you said he fixes all the electronics and stuff. And
We still play video games.
yeah, but that was different. I wasn't playing just because they were fun. I was playing them because I was alone. A lot. That's sad.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we should try making a translation thing for Mr. Eldar.
I don't think that'll work because he is technically
Technically.
speaking English. There's enough for me to translate.
Then why don't we understand him?
You know.
Weren't you just about making sure you were responsible for your curse? This and that are different. Are they? Yeah, you do it.
Nuh-uh.
Okay, I'll do it. It's your problem now.
Don't just leave me.
Hey!
Let go.
You can't run too.
The curtain climbers ain't fat to bite. What's buzzing, cousin? Interested in taking a powder, or you at my cave to bash ears?
This is worse than I remember.
Hi, Mr. Eldar. We wanted to ask a question.
Yo,
I think he's waiting.
Do you have a play kid?
a play kid, gnarly. Put the quarter up.
Help.
Hold on. No, thank you. But do you have more than one? We could buy it.
I shall blow your wig, Rugrats. A cat of a shadiocracy told me some thumpers and this yuck had a...
I think we're supposed to follow him.
Really?
Definition of a codfish.
He's still talking.
Oh, come on.
Wow, it's like a museum. Is that a real lion?
Elas, come on. This way.
Shitting around. It was a lolly cooler.
Really?
He was bounced for chewing the brag.
Oh.
For razzle dazzle.
Whoa, you have a whole box?
Some la-dee-da windbag did some jiggery pokery. A real Polly gave me a royal shaft, sawbuck each. A link in a cartridge.
C-K.
What does he mean?
Oh!
$10?
Oh,
I don't have $10, Elas. Mr. Eldar, maybe we can...
I got it.
You are...
Killer Diller! Now make tracks and leave my pad.
Thanks.
Ram!
Thanks again. Bye.
Rion!
How was it? I think he's gotten worse.
Yeah.
And the bird on his shoulder.
I think it was made out of hair.
And I think there were some beetles sewn into his shirt. Weird.
Maybe it was a thing.
Did people really do that? I don't know.
What game did you get?
Cluster Cry. Plan of Struggle. GG. Sounds mean.
Maybe it's cursed.
We can't give the mermaids a cursed game. Just look it up. Right. Oh.
They're not gonna like that.
Those are a lot of forums and walkthroughs.
They're not even finished.
I think it's a challenge to even try.
Don't forget to tell them to make sure it stays in the bag. You may need to keep it dry.
Okay. Think it'll work.
It's not like they can look games up. And they know about chess and stuff, so maybe they'll think it's super easy.
Feels like we're tricking them.
No, we did get them a play kit.
With the worst game ever.
It had 3 stars.
Out of 10.
They don't know that.
See? We're tricking them. They said they'll do it.
Really?
Yeah. They just want us to leave a balloon or a ball in a string at some time. How much? You should have been the one to ask.
Nah, I think we're doing good.
What was Mr. Eldar's house like?
You wanted to come with us, didn't you?
Maybe.
You totally did. You shouldn't have run.
I don't know how to talk to him.
But his house is mega.
We should just bring a whole ball of the string or yarn at some point. I think their teeth are long enough to cut it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Awesome. That's one problem solved.
Yeah. Feel better. Oh, yeah, I do. I do feel a lot better. Thanks. It's no problem. How long is this gonna work?
Not much longer, I don't think. It's more like how much of you stays you after you die, and how much memory lives in your body.
Those are scary questions.
You think?
It means that you don't stay you after you die.
But you don't.
La 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 la. I can't hear you.
I
I can't hear you. Is it safe? Oh, good. What do we do now?
you want to go to Yeti's Ice Cream?
That sounds good.
Does she have anything that's not ice cream?
Yeti's ice cream.
I think there might be popsicles in the scary corner.
The scary corner.
Yeah, it's sort of dark and the lights flicker and nobody's ever over there, but I think it says popsicles on the side.
You think?
You're not supposed to look in the scary corner for too long.
It's actually called the scary corner.
Oh, wait. This is Ylelmore. Join us next time to see what we're up to.
Bye.
I think I'll just wait outside.
Ylelmore is made by the It Me Podcast Productions, LLC. All voices are done by me. Transcripts for the episode can be found on a link in the description or at itmepodcast.com, where you can also find coloring pages, bonus material, and other podcasts. Letters can be sent to storiesandlawmore@gmail.com. If you want to support the creator, rate, review, comment, or tell a friend about the show. If you're a grown-up and you want to offer more support, maybe you can think about donating to Ko-fi or Patreon, linked in the description. Our outro this season is Chilawani Bombi by Powell, from a free music archive under the Creative Commons license.